Well, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. Hello. My name is Benjamin. Welcome to my channel. I am a textile and fashion designer living in Los Angeles, and I specialize in making fantasy adjacent fashion and weird mathematical crochet and other textile arts. It's pretty much, if it's made out of fiber, it's not safe around me. So that's what I do here. I know it's been a hot minute since my last video. I think it's been about a month and a half, might be 2 months. I have been working on a lot of stuff in the background, so much stuff. And some of them are not videos, and some of them are definitely videos, but they're not done. So, what is today? Today is a quick little update vlog, project vlog thing. Also, you'll notice in some of my upcoming videos a duality of video quality, hopefully, and cinematic quality, because I finally upgraded my phone. I'm part of the future now. I didn't want to, but planned obsolescence just kind of made it necessary, but also I was kind of in the mindset of potentially getting a new camera, and I thought, hey, let's kill two birds with one stone and get a phone that has actually a really good camera. It's a fabulous camera. On top of that, they were running a deal to get a free Apple Watch, so I'm even more in the future now. So hopefully in the future, the content is going to be a little bit better, a little bit more put together, a little bit higher quality, both in the like content and in the like actual visual quality. So what have I been working on? Oh my gosh. Besides doing a bunch of stuff for work, I work for Cantrip Candles here in LA, and we make nerdy candles for your tabletop role playing games. So we've been extremely busy this year, and it's been fabulous. It's been great, but it's just been a lot of work. So I have to take care of myself and also take care of my job. So that usually comes first. But that is not saying that I haven't been working on projects in the meantime, in like the weird hours, the witching hours, on breaks, on commutes. So I am. Where do I start? Let's start with the one that's almost fully done, which is this tabard. It's a tabard style vest. I haven't put any of like the side closures on it yet. I think I'm just going to do some like cording, but I'm almost done. I've done all of the whip stitching the edges of these fringes, and I just need to do it on the front side. And then there's a couple of places like here that I need to tack down where there's a join of the fabric. So this project is nearly done. It's nearly completed, but it's been just kind of like a fun project when I need something mindless to do that's not very handwork intensive. Like, yes, there is some handwork to this, but it's like repetitive. Does that make sense? It's not like some of my embroidery I've been doing, where it's not repetitive at all. It's very like focused and hard work. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this done soon. This is kind of like a first piece to my Lady Gaga Mayhem album inspired lookbook mini collection. I don't know. I think it might be a mini collection. So this one, I'll post it on my website and get a little bit more conversation about like the inspiration behind it. But I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very proud and pleased of how this one has turned out. Speaking of wearables, not only have I made a bunch of underwear for myself recently, I wanted to experiment using the like bodycon wrap yourself in plastic wrap and duct tape, and then make a pattern off of the pieces that you cut off of yourself. And highly recommend that method. It's some of the best fitting underwear I've ever owned, and it's comfortable and it's cute. So, because I got to choose the thread and the fabric. So I'm going to be making a lot more of that. I don't think I'll likely be posting that here. I might. I don't know if YouTube would allow that, but if I do, it might just be like a look what I made kind of thing. But speaking of wearables, I made a cropped tank top for a protest that happened on June 14th. I stayed up way too late the other night working on this, and I'm not done with it yet. But, ooh, so cute. Look at that logo. Oh, cute. Look at the back of that. So this is a quick reminder to folks that fashion is political and politics are fashionable. So it's one of those things that you got to pay attention to. But I think I might do a video on its own about this project, mostly talking about the history, like my loose understanding of, but the history of fashion and revolution. It goes hand in hand. So just like architecture, just like any of the cultures and the arts in any society, they are both affected by and are effective to the world in terms of the fashion at the time. What, like, the reason people wore things the way that they wore them, or was it revolutionary to wear something as a certain person or a certain class that you wouldn't normally be allowed to wear. So, yes, so I made a shirt for the protest. Yes, my stomach did get a little sunburned. Yes, I also got a little sunburned up here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I learned my lesson. It's fine. I am hoping to add more like rainbow flowers to the back. This is also a Pride shirt. It's currently June, and it's Pride Month all month long, baby. So I think I'm going to add some embroidery to that in that video, if I do that video. Speaking of more wearables, behind me, you can see two projects. One behind the cat tree on my loom on my door that I am currently weaving some fabric for a super snugly oversized cardigan type thing, like a hooded cardigan, for my friend Zara. She finally knows about this project. So it was going to be a secret, but she asked point blank about, you know, why I had asked some questions a while ago, and just was wondering. And I asked her if she actually wanted to know, and she said yes. So, like, I don't mind any, like, surprises being spoiled, because it's not like, oh, such a spoil. It's more of a, I don't want them to feel spoiled by it, like spoiled by the surprise. But I also like being able to talk to the client. It's my friend that I'm forcing a project upon. I'm like, hey, I thought of you, so I'm making this. Luckily, I was able to get some more inspiration from her, and there is a video being made on that one, but I am hand weaving all of the fabric, and I have to be very careful with this yarn because I am using a multi-weights, not the reed, but multi-weights of yarn in the same warp, and it's causing some tension fluctuations that I need to be aware of when I'm weaving. So it's very, like, methodical, slow work. I'm loving how it's turning out. It's like a little sampler of just beautiful color work. So I'm very, very excited to get that made. And then I have some big plans to basically make it a huge love letter to Los Angeles, to Alice in Wonderland, and to my friend Zara. So there's that piece. I don't know when that video is going to come out because, y'all, weaving takes a long time and I'm doing it by hand. The next thing is also for a friend. This one is for my best friend, Emmy. I've known them since we were 14. We are currently playing in a campaign together called Melis Machina, and this piece is inspired by their character, Duathi, who is a spore druid. There is a video coming out about this, but I would say like at the halfway point of getting the fun little light flicker. I'm at about the halfway point for getting stuff cut out. So it's just the 2 layers of netting in between the ribs and stuff, between the bones. But I'm so happy with how this has turned out. It's not perfectly symmetrical, and I'm okay with that. I don't believe that everything needs to be symmetrical as long as it's interesting and natural, and if it's balanced. So it still has balance. One peeve of mine right now, I ran out of thread, and I ordered new thread that I thought looked accurate. You can tell that it is not. It's much brighter, but it's okay. A lot of this is going to be covered up by other embroidery anyway, and I might go over it with some alcohol ink markers to add some like weathering and distressing to this. So I'm not really that concerned about it because it'll probably get dyed anyway. This is the front side. The back side is looking equally delicious. I cannot wait. I'm probably, after I'm done filming this little update, I'm likely going to cut this out, finish cutting this out. So I just talked about how I'm going to do some embroidery on here. I'll talk about that in the other video, but I'm very excited about that. But I have some of it right here. So I am making some needle lace. This is punto in aria, which means like needle point in air. It creates lace that peels off of this backing. And I am making birch leaf skeletons for this. I'm going to be making a bunch of like pieces that I'm going to applique on top of this. But these leaf skeletons are one of them. I don't think this one in particular is going to go on. I learned a lot about how I want to go about this process, but it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. I love this technique. I was going to use it in my Vipers in the Ivy suit coat project, and I did do some samples. They just didn't fit. They didn't fit the vibe and the crispness that I needed for that project, if that makes sense. This, on the other hand, is perfect for this project. It's all about layering and transparency, and just like it's going to have so many layers of depth. There are going to be some Easter eggs in this that I'm not necessarily going to talk about in this video. I might talk about them in the reveal video for this. I'm pleased. I don't know exactly how long this is going to take too. I'm just kind of letting these be pieces of art. So I'm not rushing anything. Listen, y'all, the world's on fire. I'm not rushing. The last thing that I am working on is my Hypnos cosplay. And it's almost done. And now all I'm doing is finishing up the embroidery on the patches for the side satchel bag that I'm making, or the crossbody bag is really what it is. So I have the 2 poppies done, basically. I need to do the background for those once I get them cut out. And then the weird skull guy, the sleepy skull guy, he's looking good too. This eye is going to get ripped out and fixed because I like the look of this way better. So yeah, I've been bringing these small projects to work. So for like lunch or on my 10-minute breaks, I'll get a couple of minutes of stitching in. It's nice on the commute this size when I go to do Melos Machina or the Gauntlet up in Burbank. This size of project, oh, perfect for my little go bag. So, anywho, that's obviously not all I'm working on, but that's like the major stuff. So I'm going to wrap up this update here. I'm going to get it posted and try to edit it pretty quickly. I don't want all my flubs in there, but yes, there will be more. Oh, last thing. The Mucha Goes Medieval Summer will not be posted in June. It'll likely be posted in July. I need to make more chainmail rings. And so I need to like actually do some math. But yeah, I'm excited. I also need to order some red, I think mustard yellow wool. I think I'm making decisions. Yeah, I think mustard yellow wool for the leggings. Anyways, okay. Wow. So thank you so much for this stream of consciousness like moment here and hanging out with me. If you would be so kind as to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, please help feed the algorithm. I'm trying to be more consistent, and I think these vlog videos are going to be what we're just going to be doing this. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Does a vlog video interest you? Let me know in the comments. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing on like a more consistent and timely basis, you can go over to my Instagram, Benjamin Crudwig, as Benjamin_Crudwig, and you can see the work that I post. So yeah. Anywho's, I'll see you in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative. Love you all. Bye.